first down. Keenum drops it underneath for Booker. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Keenum. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It's second down. Don't look it. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And some room to roam now. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Launching one for Henderson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Dalton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Dalton operating in the red zone now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Adam Gotsis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Third down from the gun, Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it's 3rd down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
Keenum on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Dalton throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And coming out now, the Broncos. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6.
And he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Keenum. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Here's Booker on the catch. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, Don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A second down carry for Booker, and he stopped immediately there. It was Ryan Glasgow who got him down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Keenum. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
There you go, 368. Hey, check. 368.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Hey. Over here. Let's go.
On the toss, Bernard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
There you go, 368. 368. Sorry. There you go, 368.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Open man there is Malone. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
There you go, 368.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Hey, get ready for something coming left. Go. We're good. 68.
Dalton here from the gun. Dumps it off to Mixon. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Andy Dalton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, heavy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. In there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away. And Bullock will put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Call it a gain of 5. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
368.
Andy Dalton. His throw incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
There you go, 368.
2nd down, Dalton. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
There you go, 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up.
That his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! Move!
Now Bernard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's third down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Go. We're good. High, fast, high. 368!
Operating from the gun. Dalton, that's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Keenum now on the keeper. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. Keenum runs the sneak. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. After the run, Keenum going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, first and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And McManus able to put it through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Keenum. Flush to his right. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ball! On the ball! 368! Here you go, 368!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And some space here. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go, let's go!
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Keenum now to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx
Maybe
it?
jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And as he sees the play clock ticking down, Marvin Lewis decides to call a timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.